Hey guys, it's Cameroon and welcome back to another video. Now the game director Aaron Keller has made another director's take and it gives a little bit of insight towards the upcoming balance changes for Season 6. This includes the new support hero Strength, and some changes to armor, but more importantly, it focuses on quite a few heroes that will be receiving some changes. This includes a Mercy damage boost nerf, slight Sombra changes, Lifeweaver ultimate buff, and more. So this video will cover it all and shouldn't take too much of your time. So let's get right into it. Firstly, Aaron did mention that the new support hero is going to be stronger than the past hero releases. He doesn't want the new hero to be overpowered, but to at least provide value to play, unlike Lifeweaver did on release. I understand his point, but hopefully the new hero isn't just broken for the beginning of release, considering many free-to-play players can't even unlock the hero day one, and that kind of creates a pay-to-win system for at least a couple of weeks. There's also a change coming to armor in Season 6 as well. Armor is now additive with other sources of damage reductions, rather than multiplying with other damage reduction abilities. Basically, this change makes it so certain heroes with armor and then an added damage reduction ability, like Fortify or Ramatra's block, do not pass the damage reduction cap of 50%. Hopefully, I explained that well. Personally, I like this change, and don't worry, this effect doesn't really affect other tanks with armor, maybe besides if you're nanoed. Okay, now on to specific hero balance. Cassidy's magnetic grenade is going to be receiving a nerf again, to help address the extremes of the ability. The grenade will be receiving a significant range decrease, and will only have an uptime of 1.5 seconds. In order to compensate this change though, Cassidy will be getting more health again, and a change to his weapon's damage fall off. Torbjorn will also be getting a minor buff to his primary weapon's fire rate, and faster weapon swap to help keep his turret up. Moving on, Soldier 76 will be receiving a slight nerf to his overall damage output. So, in order for them to do that, they are going to be decreasing the damage of his Helix rockets and slightly increasing the time it takes to get his ult. And then there is Orisa. She will be getting a buff to her Fortify, which will now grant her 125 bonus health, and her weapon's damage fall off will be slightly extended. And no, I don't see any buffs for Ryan. It's a sad day. They also go into a little bit of information for some other heroes too, like Sombra will be receiving some slight changes with her larger rework coming to Season 7. It's confirmed, and it includes a new ability. Ramatra and Doomfist's block will now reduce stick damage, and Bastion will be getting a couple of changes to his kit to make him feel more fluid to increase the potential of his tactical grenade. Moving on to supports, I'm going to address the big one first, and that is Mercy's damage boost is getting a slight damage percentage nerf. Instead of it increasing 30% of damage, it will now only do 25%. I'm good with this change for now. I think damage amplifiers in Overwatch cause a lot of problems, and nerfs to them are needed. It's just a little confusing that they decided to reduce the percentage on Mercy's one, but not the percentage on Zenyatta's one. That's just some food for thought. Then there's Kiriko's Protection Suzu, which will now heal slightly less, but when it cleanses a negative effect, like anti, or being stunned by a shatter, it will do an additional burst of healing. But the knockback on Suzu has been removed. Overall, Suzu will be better to be used against anti-grenade or Junker Queen's ultimate, and honestly, thinking about it, Junker Queen's ultimate won't even just be countered by Suzu, it will be punished by Suzu, because Junker Queen dives in all the way, they all get cleansed, and now she's alone. Lastly, Lifeweaver's ultimate will now provide overhealth as well, with its maximum being 100 health per player. To explain this, if you're at full health, the tree will then give you essentially 100 more overhealth. It's not a bad change at all. From what I can tell, it should do healing first, and then overhealth if it exceeds your maximum health. Lifeweaver will also have some of his health be converted to shield to help his survivability, plus a buff to the amount of healing he gets from rejuvenating dash. There's also other support buffs coming, but Aaron Keller didn't go into detail on them, so expect more changes when Season 6 does go live. Overall, these changes seem alright. Nothing screams crazy broken or just doesn't make sense. But again, we don't have the complete patch with all the numbers too. I'm hopeful this patch ends up being good, and hear me out. Maybe they can like stealth buff Reinhardt too? It's not because I'm biased and he's my main or anything. No, I would never suggest a buff for a hero that I like to play. Anyways, let me know how you feel about these upcoming Season 6 balance changes that are coming next week on August 10th. I'd love to hear how you feel about all of the changes. Do you like them? Do you hate them? Just let me know. I love reading your comments. As always, if you liked the video, consider leaving a like and subscribing. And yeah, that's pretty much it.